According to the National Fire Protection Association 101 Life Safety Code, a low-voltage keypad is required at every exit of a residential structure with a fire alarm system. This requirement applies to all exterior doors and windows that provide an exit path from the building. Therefore, a keypad is needed at each French door leading to a patio if the building has a fire alarm system. While there is no specific requirement for keypads at the top and bottom of stairwells if the lighting is time automated, for convenience and user experience, it may be beneficial to have keypads at these locations for manual override or quick lighting control. There are several additional factors to consider. Firstly, the number of exits. If there are multiple exits within a short distance, a keypad may not be needed at each exit. Secondly, convenience. Keypads at convenient locations enhance user experience and make it easier to control lighting. Thirdly, security. Keypads can be used as a security measure to prevent unauthorized access to the building. Fourthly, occupant preferences. Consulting with the occupants helps determine their lighting preferences and requirements. In conclusion, while not strictly required in all situations, it is generally recommended to place a low-voltage keypad at every exit of a residential structure that has a fire alarm system. For time-automated lighting, keypads at the top and bottom of stairwells may not be necessary but can provide convenience. The National Fire Protection Association 101 Life Safety Code addresses life safety requirements in buildings. This code aims to provide minimum building design, construction, operation, and maintenance requirements to protect building occupants from danger caused by fire, smoke, and other hazards. The code covers various aspects of building safety, including means of egress, fire protection systems, and hazard management. Means of egress refers to the path of travel from any point in a building to a safe area outside. This includes exits, exit access, and exit discharge. The code specifies requirements for the number, size, and arrangement of exits to ensure that occupants can safely evacuate the building during an emergency. Fire protection systems include fire alarm systems, sprinkler systems, and fire extinguishers. The code specifies requirements for the installation, maintenance, and testing of these systems to ensure they are effective in detecting and suppressing fires. Hazard management involves identifying and mitigating potential hazards in the building, such as flammable materials, electrical hazards, and hazardous processes. The code specifies requirements for the storage, handling, and use of hazardous materials, as well as for the design and operation of hazardous processes. In the context of lighting control systems, the code requires that exits be clearly marked and illuminated to ensure that occupants can easily find their way out of the building during an emergency. This includes providing emergency lighting that automatically activates in the event of a power outage. The code also requires that fire alarm systems be designed to alert occupants to a fire and to provide instructions for evacuation. This may include audible alarms, visual signals, and voice communication systems. The Life Safety Code is updated regularly to reflect changes in technology and best practices. It is important for building owners and managers to stay up to date on the latest requirements to ensure that their buildings are safe for occupants. The code is enforced by local authorities such as fire marshals and building inspectors, who conduct inspections to ensure that buildings are in compliance with the requirements. The failure to comply with the code can result in fines, penalties, and even the closure of the building. When designing and installing a residential lighting control system, it is essential to consider the Life Safety Code requirements to ensure that the system does not compromise the safety of the building occupants. This includes ensuring that exits are clearly marked and illuminated, that fire alarm systems are properly integrated with the lighting control system, and that any potential hazards are properly managed. In summary, the Life Safety Code is a comprehensive set of requirements designed to protect building occupants from fire and other hazards. It is important for building owners and managers to be familiar with the code and to ensure that their buildings are in compliance with the requirement. For residential structures, the National Electrical Code, or NEC, provides guidelines for electrical installations including lighting control systems. Article 700.16 of the NEC addresses emergency lighting, specifying that it must be arranged to provide the required illumination automatically in the event of a failure of the normal lighting supply. The NEC doesn't explicitly mandate keypads at every exit for residential structures with fire alarm systems. The requirement stems from the Life Safety Code 101. However, the NEC does emphasize the importance of reliable and accessible lighting during emergencies. The NEC also covers low-voltage lighting systems in Chapter 4, Article 411, addressing specific requirements for wiring methods, overcurrent protection, and grounding. If the lighting control system utilizes low-voltage wiring, it must comply with these requirements to ensure safety and prevent electrical hazards. Regarding time-automated lighting in stairwells, the NEC doesn't specifically mandate keypads for manual override. However, it's important to consider accessibility and usability for all occupants, including those who may not be familiar with the automation system. Having keypads available allows for manual control when needed, ensuring that lighting can be activated quickly and easily in case of emergencies or other situations. The NEC also addresses lighting control systems in general, covering aspects such as dimming, switching, and energy management. Article 702 covers optional standby systems, which could pertain to time-automated lighting if it relies on a backup power source. The NEC provides guidelines for the design, installation, and operation of these systems to ensure safety and reliability. In summary, while the Life Safety Code 101 is the primary reference for keypad requirements at exits in residential structures with fire alarm systems, the NEC provides important guidelines for electrical installations, including lighting control systems. When designing and installing a lighting control system, it's essential to comply with all applicable codes and standards to ensure safety and functionality.